JB Cycles with update on August the 18th. So the correction is over in the S&P, and last weekend I said we were approaching this very bearish part of my 4-week cycle, and it looked like we were about to roll over to make some kind of a double low or a lower low. However, I said that in this position where we have finished an A, B, C corrective move in a bull market, we have to be very careful. And often I have seen just at the point where I expect the market to roll over and fall down, it then just at that point it breaks some kind of a resistance line, and then it just rallies. And we get this cascade of buying signals, and the market totally ignores what my cycles are saying. And exactly that is what happened last week. So I don't think that was news related what happened. I can't remember any very bullish news. There was something bullish, but anyway, market started to just breaking resistance lines, and we got this nice squeeze. And to me it looks like we have started a new 10-week cycle, and that kind of guarantees upside for about 5 weeks, which brings us to early September and the next non-farm payrolls numbers around that time. So I have kind of two scenarios going from this point. Either, being a bull in a bull market, making higher lows, you would expect this to just break out to new all-time highs rather soon. But I have some bearish scenarios suggesting we are making a bull market top this fall, and so this could be a bigger topping formation. So if we go more sideways here and can't really break out to clear all-time highs, well, I do expect all-time highs, but not really breakout momentum, well, then this could be a bigger topping formation. So we will come back to those too, because longer term, I had a possible scenario where this is a B, C bull market, and we are very close to the top. We are here still in August, September, even maybe October, somewhere here from this average scenario we could expect a bull market high. Then I made another scenario measuring from the middle of this last C move. This is correction B and then the last C, and this last C can be divided up to subwaves, and I have these two scenarios in green and red, and we are still both are in play. It's really in a few weeks where the two scenarios or projections really are separating. So either the green one, we are making a topping formation, a possible double top the coming few weeks, and then we should crash down. Or the other one, the red one, that is more bullish, suggesting we could have a bullish breakout to new all-time highs and continue up into around the election, early November. So it's first in a few weeks' time we will see whether we have, or which one it is. It could be neither. We could just continue up to higher highs in the winter. So there are actually 3 scenarios. But I'm looking for one of these two and a top this summer or fall. Also, I have this other cycle of about 73 weeks long, and a possible scenario where we have 2 cycles kind of merging into one, or this this correction here is very shallow and the next cycle is very bearish left translated, and I have this projection, and currently we are here in green. So the scenario or projection is suggesting a top right where we are now. And this correction was something like this maybe. And here are some of the analogs. They are, from 2007. That one topped in a few weeks' time. The previous one from 21. or I say that was the bull market high early 22, I think, that would suggest a top around late October. So somewhere in the coming weeks, this possible scenario is suggesting a bull market top. So my composite of these cycles is still bearish for another 5 weeks. So we shouldn't be able to make any breakouts here bullish, and with continuation to the upside these coming 5 weeks. But I really don't know how this will play out. And if we can't see anything really bearish here in August, September, the next top is again early November. So have to watch out for that. We have the VIX wavelets. The VIX wavelet is definitely now going down, suggesting the market is going up. And I have this scenario from the VIX for the S&P, where at this point the projection is going up at least for 3 weeks, maybe more. So again, I had these two scenarios. Either the bullish green one, we just continue up, have some kind of a sideways consolidation, and continue up. I can't rule it out, but I'm kind of more favoring we will see some trouble ahead. So, really can't break out to new all-time highs with continuation, and then maybe, topping out, and we could get something like this. Maybe going all the way down to the previous correction lows, and then we are seeing a more sideways, bigger topping formation. And then, maybe a lower high, a shoulder coming up here somewhere in October, November. Possible. Geomagnetic storms. Right, we just had one last Monday the 12th, and we had one in late June. So this is the scenario for the S&P after a very strong geomagnetic storm. So you see we go up for a week, down for about a week, and then up, and then we have some kind of a corrective move. Now this is the average of very many occurrences, but I have another one that I made some time better showing. This is the day where the storm occurs. We have some kind of a low around 1 month later, and a possible even lower low about 2 months later. So anyway, here I'm suggesting maybe we go even further down. However, the average of all occurrences is here going up. So anyway, this is how it played out from the one late June, and we see, S&P went up and then more sideways. We had a top a little bit early and the correction low around the area where the scenario suggested. And now we just had another storm, and that produces this scenario. So it suggests this coming week should be sideways down. Then we go up to around the non-farm payrolls number, and then some kind of a corrective move into, say, late September. So that should suggest a top now, a low around where my midterm cycle's low was, this one here. And then finally we have the hourly data for the Dow Jones Industrial. So we have the 2-week oscillation here playing out very well, but we were not dipping down to making some kind of a bottom formation. So we have indeed this green rally scenario is in play, and the Dow Jones is acting even more bullish than this bullish rally scenario. So, but we should expect some kind of downswing into around Tuesday, Wednesday, and it will be interesting if we go sideways or go down. This is a bit too bullish almost. But anyway, I would not expect anything bearish to happen before we get, a few weeks ahead. Several weeks. Well, anyway. This signal here did not work out well for the Dow Jones, so now we are building a new money flow triangle or momentum triangle. So we have to see about that. So anyway, looks bullish for the coming weeks, but will we break out or go sideways? See ya!